Okay. I am, and so are you. A little better defined, I am John Paul Elliott III. How you doing? I want to talk about the hidden secret, the secret that has been kept from us, and for as long as man has been here. And what happens is, it's called the Peter Principle. And so I'm explaining something to maybe people who have never tried all of God's wonderful things that He grows, to find out what they can do to your consciousness. And the reason that is because there's so much dogma against, any type of drug. And we're in an age now with all the technology. Hey, we certainly can find out what issues there are that are not true. I mean, look. Drugs are something that man makes, okay? Herbs are something that God makes. Those are two different things. Two different things. So, and I know you've never had anybody talk to you about this secret energy field that's inside you, and yet you kind of use it a little bit and have used it before and just kind of cast it off or blew it off, but that's not what it's about. What we're trying to do is not put new wine into old containers. I want to make a blend, a hybrid blend between the old and the new. So I'm 70 years of age, and I certainly understand what God was talking about now. I am, at this point, your only contact to how to engage this secret energy field that's inside all of us that has never been told to any of us. So, what I'm going to talk about and what I'm going to share with you is a knowing. You're going to have knowledge when you're done with this. And this is the difference between religion and the different dogmas of religion, the different sects and sexes, everything. There's all kinds of stuff out there, and of course there are the major ones, where people are falling into those dogmas because they believe in that, and that's it. And belief is engaged dogma. If you believe something and then you engage it, you become it. Just as simple. Okay, so we have to. No, you don't have to. If you like the way your life is going, and if you can see your parents and their parents, how they're progressing into death and are losing energy, that, my friend, is where you're going to be once you reach that age, if you don't do anything different than what they're doing. This is knowledge. Gnostic, the word Gnostic is, it almost sounds like don't stick, no, I don't know what it sounds like, but Gnostic is knowledge. That's what the word means. It's the church of knowledge. It's a dogma of knowledge. Now, after saying a dogma of knowledge, as long as knowledge is continually growing and continuing to be centered and using the secret energy field that I'm going to be talking about here shortly. As long as that's happening, that's the dogma. Knowledge. Knowledge is power. The Christ said, my people, that's you. Excuse me. Good herb. My people suffer from lack of knowledge. Lack of knowledge. So we're going to let you know that what made Christ so different is that he shared knowledge on how to operate the secret energy field that's inside us. How to operate it so that you can be fulfilled, so that you can defeat death. And it's now what's happened is that the words of the Christ that that really have some true meaning are avoided, are totally lost. That's what happens. And so I'd like to begin with the understanding that knowledge is what Christ was trying to deliver to people, and he said it in such ways that when you understand the general energy field that he's talking about, this is that secret energy field that we're going to be discussing. Once you understand that he's talking about that field, trying to open up consciousness inside anyone that is ready to hear this. And there are some that have ears automatically and open up, and others that don't. By the way, that's one of the things that knowledge is so important. Now, I know that when I grew up, I'm 70, when I grew up, there was so much bad publicity and bad stuff about marijuana. Marijuana will destroy your mind and destroy your this, and you'll go on to heroin immediately, and your life will be terrible. Death and destruction. Now that was a lie, based in I think 1930s when they classified it. Something that God makes is really interesting. The seed. Who made the seed? Huh? This is knowledge now. They took the seed and said it was bad. Now it just so happens, if you look at the facts, just in case you're ever worried about drugs, you can worry about drugs all you want. Anything made by man is a drug. Anything made by God is an herb. Different consciousness. When you smoke herb or ingest herb, you will open up doors of thought inside you. So don't be afraid of those. And just focus on good thought. That way, you're going to direct the energy to its best result for you. Some people have never had herb before, and if they take too much, they start to like it, and then they start thinking about bad stuff, and boom, there's bad stuff starts to come in their head. No, it's a bad trip. So, And again, that's part of our secret energy field that we're going to get to here. So, just to finish that, there's never been one person, you know, on the ads where they have side effects, be careful, you know, it could heart attack, stroke, blindness, loss of urinary functions, stroke, whatever. They say all, I mean, you've heard it. And now try this pill. It has all these side effects, but try it, you know, because it's going to help cure this thing over here. What the heck? Those are drugs, and they kill you. And they're being pushed and like crazy. Again, we're gonna get into that. It's a big part of the secret of your own energy field. And I'm working on the book now. So Christ was a knower. He had knowledge, and he was granted and gifted to be able to share that knowledge with others, and was designed to do that. The problem is that nobody in today's world, because of all the dogmas and all the education and all the other stuff in the world that we're living in, this is Western man, there's no room to be whole. There's no training in love. They want you to be lopsided, one-handed, and grounded in there, whatever they tell you is right. Okay, so this law, which I believed, see, marijuana was terrible, grows by God's. It grows by God. It's not me. God grows it. It grows like a weed. It is a weed. Okay. So it's designed to open up our consciousness. If you know the secret of your energy field, if you know that, then that happens. If you don't know it, you're wasting energy. So the point is that Christ was a Gnostic. He was a knower. And this particular sect of people, and they're still out there, they know what I'm saying is correct. You need to operate your electrical system in a whole manner. You need to fall in love with yourself again. You need to become whole with every thought. And I, just notice and look in the mirror and see what's wrong with you, where you need some extra attention, and we can get you that. We can get you that. How's that done? Well, understanding the word gird. What does that mean? Gird. Gird thyself and walk us where you wouldn't. It'll allow you to power you up. That's part of it. That's a great part of it, actually, of the secret energy field. So what we're going to be sharing with you is all the different ways that the whole package operates under. And we'll let you. And so we really want to know. There's a couple of things I'd like to know right now, like what happened to building number 7? How did that building collapse? Why don't we have free utilities here in this country? Why do we need utilities when it can be done for free? They know how to do this. There's plenty. Let's get on it. Let's have our classes. Let's have our classes have hours of study. I'm trying to figure out how we can get off utilities. I mean, it's crazy. This energy is free. And I mean, look, static electricity. Have you ever got shocked? Static electricity. We're electric. The whole system, the whole energy field that we're living in is electric. It's an electric field. So it's basically like Tesla was trying to do: suck the energy out and direct it. Put it into transformers. Suck the energy out and then let it be used for free. Or he probably should have said, we can still make money off because they have to buy all the transfer stations. Yeah. So, Christ, was he left or right-handed? Are you left or right-handed? Are you left or right-eyed? Left or right-eared? Left or right-tongued? Do you know where your center is? And do you know what that center does for you? There is, I mean, this is the kind of stuff, see, that they leave out of our education. Because once you understand that everybody's split down the middle, everybody. And when you see all the Indians and Hindus, they always have lines going down their forehead, and that line, that center line, is what we're supposed to understand. That's where our energy, and this is one of the secrets now, that's where our energy is supposed to be, our thought energy, and our real energy comes from, is from the center core. It's called a corpus callosum. Yeah. The core is a column. But what it does is, that simple core, and so I'm going to give you some knowledge now. That simple center core is actually a transfer and relay station educational facility and a generator of all thought energy inside your body. In other words, the right and left hand, using both sides, is only accomplished because of the corpus callosum. And if that doesn't work, if there's a problem there, you're screwed. You're done. So, knowledge. Knowledge is power. Once you get into this operational skills of yourself, once you get there, oh, it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling to love every cell in your body. It's a good feeling to love who you are and what you are. And you know, we're all male and female. Every single one of us have got multiple personalities in us. We have a male and female. They've just not been allowed, in some cases, to acknowledge each other. There's been prejudice set up, like a border wall, you know, to keep those feelings out of me. And all the feelings belong to everything. We're all God. And God's with us 100%. So, let's see what that's like. My newest book that's coming out, I'm John Paul Elliott, and it'll get into the secret field, the secret energy field that we've not been told about. And ignorance is bliss. They want you to be blissfully ignorant while they tell you what you're supposed to know and do. They can't even tell us what the name of our country is. All these people ask them, what does American mean? And by the way, this is some knowledge for you as a knower. What does American mean? Well, in the 1920s, somebody in Congress hired some PhD guy. God knows, 1920s, God knows who he was, what he was. And asked them to do the research and find out, what does American mean? And they came back that America and American is named after Amerigo Vespucci. See, Amerigo was as close as they could get to American. And then they claim that Amerigo, he's the first one in our country, blah, 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 blah. So that's not the case. It's a mere I can. The word it's a blend between French and English of the time. American means this is the land of a mere I can. This is the land of a mere. Mere is a French word for, it could be a large expanse, all the oceans of the earth, or it's the whole place, mere. And I think they were using it as the land. That makes sense. But either way, a mere I can. This is the land of I can't. We all came from countries that said you can't, because they had all these rules set up by those who wanted to control us, and by those who kept the secret energy field away from us. That's what they do. That's who they are. A mere I can. This is the land of I can. You need to think about that. Not I can't. This is the land of potential, possibilities, freedom, and to be able to express who and what you are. That's what the country was supposed to be about. And then and I think that we were like that for a certain amount of time. And then they started doing the Industrial Revolution, where they were doing all these factories and stuff, and people had to live and go to the city, you gotta get a job, and there it is. Now they're a drone, doing what they're told to get paid, and that's it. And there's nothing wrong with that. But don't lose yourself in the middle of that. Who are you? Are you whole? Are you not? This is what Christ said. Be ye whole, and you have no need of a physician. Have you ever heard anybody say that? You know why? Because he's telling us, be whole. And by the way, this is part of the secret of your own energy field. Be ye whole, and you have no need of a physician. You're not going to get sick. Well, that's enough. Dropped off. Love yourself. Love yourself, man. Everything is God. You are God. I am God. Every living creature is God, playing God as that part. It's all God's energy. We didn't create this energy. We're aliens on this planet. We don't help we just consumers. So all we do is just consume by design. It's just a place where we get to consume a whole bunch of stuff, and that the place doesn't consume us unless we let it.